Ooh, it's like the light reflection right on it. Mm-mm. Okay, Shinova. Let's see. Maybe I need to brighten this up. I know I like my themes dark, but hot diggity dog. Good morning. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in some stuff real quick. That is missing. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. We're almost close to the weekend. I am so tired. I'm and I have whipped cream on my face. Awesome. Pretend that you didn't see that. I made myself a latte, and the and Loki is having a field day, and then I had to clean it. But cleaning it with Loki is not a fun thing. He's a 150-pound baby beast that is addicted to whipped cream. Good morning. I wanted to say, did you guys look? There's a lot of things that are happening today, or a lot of things that happened yesterday in our little Facebook world, and there's two things that are happening. One today and one that happened yesterday that was like I had to share. Um, so the first one that happened yesterday happened with Nico from SewGnar. She made the most adorable reel, and then she produced one of the most cutest totes. It is a tote that is actually absolutely free. And I'm going to put the name of the tote. It's also in my description box, and I put Nico's reel where it has information as well, and it's a free tote. But Nico does what Nico does best. She does quilting and truly makes it one of her own. This pattern is absolutely free, and it has really, when I pulled it up, it has really nice directions. Now there is a amendment where they had changed some of the dimensions and measurements. And make sure if you print out the pattern to look at the amendment, and maybe just print that out so it's there with you. It's a free pattern, and the tote looks really cute. It kind of reminds me of that, like that Marc Jacobs bag that is like really boxy, and it's made with linen. It's adorable, and like it's a really good reel. So check out Nico. I'm gonna put her real information if if my if my machine wants to act right. It keeps all right. You're okay. You're okay. So Nico's this is Nico's reel. It's super cute. I like when I see like bag makers or bag designers make reels, because it's like small content and you get to see kind of like a day in a life of what they do, and it's super interesting. Okay, so for today, Shannon does like a Shannon talk kind of thing. What's going on in her life, what's going on in her sewing world, and it's really interesting. Her shows are funny. We last time we were all visiting, we all got into a book tangent about like authors who don't complete their books, and whose books we liked and whose books that we kind of banned because they take forever and a day. It was a very fun talk, and it's just fun. I implore you to like actually go to it, because I think you're going to enjoy it tremendously. And I put her information in the description box, but I'm also going to see if I can pull up the links so that I can have them in in the in the chat if one can, because yeah, it's going to be at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hold on. Just putting that link in there. So just, supporting other designers by just like watching their reels and watching their YouTube channels, liking and commenting does tremendous thing for their channel. The more you like and comment on people's channels, the more the algorithm is kind of different than Facebook. What it does is it starts like putting people in, they kind of like, they collect your data and then shoot different things to you. So like if you ever watch your Facebook and then all of a sudden you have like random content and then you start watching, you're like, hey, how did I get Mr. Beast, or how did I get Mr. Ballin, or how did I get Bailey Silverman, and you don't know how, it's because if you were watching, let's say, true crime, and all of a sudden Bailey comes on because they've seen that you like them and they see that this particular content creator gets a lot of comments, there's a lot of whatever, so they'll throw them into you, and that's how we blossom in there. And obviously there is room for all of us. When you see content creators have like 5 million, 10 million followers, that means that the sewing world can get this way. But the only way we're going to be able to build the sewing world is if our people with inside really do start commenting, hitting that like button and sharing. There's a lot of us. There is enough of us where we can start blowing up our sewing community so we're just as big as a gaming community or art community or clothing making community or any other. It's on us. Trust and believe. Even if I watch someone's video and I have to leave, I still like and I say some kind of comment like hey or whatever, so that way their stuff goes into the algorithm. Always hit that like button, and even if you have to just put like I'm leaving by, just those two things can bring that person's character to a different person, and that may want to have them as a subscriber. So just something to think of. It helps tremendously. Good morning. Oh, thank you. May the force be with you too. I cannot wait for May the 4th. I want to create an outfit, but I don't know if I have time. I'm starting to see some fabrics. Pretty excited. Pretty excited for the hardware too. Um, so yeah, those are the two things I have. I'm gonna definitely try to be there for Shannon's because last time was really good. I came late, but the conversation was just flowing. Like her ebb and flow with people are is really good. It's once a month, and it's funny. Like I thought we were gonna be talking about like her next bag design or how her process of bag making. It just we got into, do you like the fourth wing? What book series do you like? Oh, what's the worst book series? And I'm like, are we talking about this book series? Or like who's the what author do you like? Or it went different. It's nice to see that people in the sewing community have other passions that are in common, like reading. We It seems like a lot of us in the reading community like high fantasy, and it's interesting. And then we have a lot of people in the community also are like the Agatha Christie who done it, like murder mystery things. It's very interesting that like what our genres are in the sewing community. So and then a lot of other people in the sewing community want to start doing like crocheting and knitting at doing different things, and it's just our community is so much more than sewing, and we have so much more in common, and I just want all of us to build up. With that being said, we're almost so close to being 6,000. My goal for the end of the year is to be at 7,500. I would love to be at 10,000, but I'm in my head is 7,500. So we can do this. We can make this happen. Good morning. Oh, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, my chats are random, just so you know. With the ADD, it's like, I don't know. Oh, hey Shannon, your ears must have been burning. I was telling people to come to your Thursday live, and I was telling them about our book tangent last time. It was a good talk. I feel like I'm closer to you now because I know what books you like. I don't know, that's weird. I know, but at least you know that I read books and we kind of hate the same books and authors. Yeah. I feel like that was a good talk. I feel like people with ADHD will be like, we're going to be talking about pens. And then all of a sudden we're like, what are we talking about? Oh, did you see these cups on the internet? Like, how did we get there? So, yeah, it was an interesting talk. So I do implore anybody here, set your alarm, come on and go and picture if you're notified with her, just check your notifications. Sometimes Facebook does some crazy stuff. So there's three. There's like all notifications, some, and then no notifications, which you're subscribed. I get it. Some people don't like notifications. Hit all, and then you'll get a notification when the person's on. If you don't, then if you're not getting the notifications, then just do something. You can do little things on your phone where you can set a mini alarm and you're bam, you're in there. And it's pretty fun because when people that usually do once a month or a couple times a month, they're usually my favorite people to go to because it's like a treasure, like a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, and it's never what you think it's going to be. Again, I always come in thinking we're talking about Shannon's next project, how she evolves into bag making or something, and the conversation never stays that way. So you always it's a good ebb and flow. And I feel like when personally I like when designers do have like alive. Like I like when Jenny, when sincerely Jen has it, because her conversations are never just like, oh, sewing this and da da da. It's always something else, and it makes you build a connection with them. They make the you feel like you could talk to them. They're approachable, and it's nice to know the people behind the bags that we're making. It's very very nice. You have a listen. You're gonna be like, please, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm focusing. Yeah, and it's good. It's very important. And I don't know, designers are one of my favorite people to watch on there. I like watching everybody. But so there's something about a designer. It's maybe because I test a lot. So it's just I'm always wondering what's going on in their head when they do stuff. Like it's for certain designers I'm closer to, like I can call friends and I can ask them like what made you think of this, and they'll be like, da 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 da. But like other designers, I'm just like, oh my god, I wanted to be a fly in the wall when you designed this. Like, what were you thinking? Like, it's just like it's kind of like for me, like movie directors, like how do they make these people do this? How do they like? I love actors, but like, how did the directors and the producers make this scene come together? I'm always interested in behind the scenes, and that's how I feel like designers are, like even designers of clothes on TV shows or whatever, they make the magic. So even the person that's sewing it is awesome. No, like no, if the person that sewed it, then it's whack. You don't want to watch the show or the movie. But the designer, how did they envision this? Like, have you ever just watched a movie and you're like, how did the designer pick this out? Like if you watch Guardian of the Galaxy, the second one where they were like all these like god people and they were perfect, look at their clothes. Like what did the designer think to get this achieve this look? And this is the reason why I look at fashion. Everyone's like, "Oh, clothes, clothes, clothes." I look at fashion to figure out how this person achieved this look. Why? What came into their head to achieve this look? It's a very interesting topic that I don't feel like we approach more. And it kind of has like that devil devil wears Prada thing. Like, oh, you think you like that pale blue shirt, but you don't understand the da da da. Like it all trickles down into some weird thing. And that's what I told you. I'm like really excited about the Met Gala. I'm like really excited. um, it's a very interesting thing, especially I don't know. I watch a lot of sci-fi TV shows, and like, how do they make this concept, and how do they bring it to life? Same. That's how I feel about bag makers. Like they see something, and they're like, I'm gonna bring it to life. I'm gonna design this bag. So I think it's pretty cool. So whenever like Shannon comes on, or when like I see Jenny come on, and anyone talking about their bags or how processes, I'm like, this is pretty cool. Just it makes them feel more approachable, and I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to know things behind the scenes. It's that extra stuff that you get to learn after the movies. Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. Not this month, but in the month of February, I got to interview Tara from Creation. And Tara designed all the bags on The Last of Us, that big TV show on HBO. All the backpacks are hers. She had to make 70 different backpacks in different states for the show. Talking to her was amazing because I couldn't talk to her while she had an NDA. And so when I got to interview her and give her to my Patreon, it was amazing. It was amazing. So like I was waiting because I knew when she did it, she kind of like did like a thing like guess who did it, and nobody was really paying attention, and I was like, oh, one of us is on a huge show on HBO. Everybody watches The Last of Us. Everybody's into this weird zombie movie except me because the first episode didn't keep my attention. I rewatched it because I wanted to see all of Tara's bags. And yes, because we do bag making, we could tell when a bag slightly shifts. Like if the wax canvas is not looking the same in certain spots, we could tell, but the average Joe doesn't. So 70 bags for a show that has like 10 episodes. All the bags on the sets are hers. You can't tell me anything. I was elated. Like I was on cloud nine. Like I got asked because it's one of us. One of us. So yeah. I immediately was like, I need to interview for my Patreon, please. So like, yeah, it's cool. I really am into that. And it's like you're proud of our community. Like you see one of us going somewhere, and there's a couple other people that are making bags for people to walk the carpet. Um Kristen Sorota, she's the beignet queen. She when little Leia came out, on Ben Solo, the little bag that she carried was Kristen Ciora. There's a lot of there's a lot of bag makers now that are designing bags for the red carpet, and I'm like, and we know them. We know them from Facebook, and it's like exciting. So I don't know. I'm really excited when our community there's someone that just comes out and shine, and we have known them in the for like years in the Facebook world. So when designers get to talk, that's what I feel like is you never know where someone could turn. Somebody might just see like a design from a designer and like, hey, I want this for this project in this TV show or this movie, and they're now doing something else. And I don't know. I'm rooting for every single last person because you never know who's going to be next. So yeah, that's basic. So today, what I'm doing, we have Patreon today. We're finishing up the Pisces pack. We're doing the interior and just finishing up the bag. I scarred the heck out of my stitch, pat because the stitch fabric is white. I poured water on it. I did everything. You can't get anything out of it. But that scarred smell is still lingering in my house. The thing is, I did it outside. I left it outside for like I only did 4 hours because it was about to rain, but weirdly enough, when the rain came, it beat it and walked and went off. I was like, "Hey, cool, right?" Like, but that smell, like, you have to like do it and like let that smell be for like a week or two before you can even try to sell it. Because when someone goes like, "Oh, it's so," I don't want that back. So I'm like, that smell has to just dissipate. But that particular Scotch Guard, I always get it from Canada, and that's my favorite one because it lasts a long time. So it lasts like years. So um, it just smells so atrocious. Like anytime I spray it, my dog is like not trying to go in the backyard with me. When they see the can, and I go normally if I go in the backyard, they come with me. But if they see the can, they don't go. They're like, no, mom, no. Yeah, it is. It's a weird plasticky smell. It's like a weird smell, and it's such a pungent smell that your reflex is automatically to go back, like, is automatically go back. Good morning. Thank you, Margie. I am trying. Running is and walking has literally been the death of me, and but it's also been so much fun because I've learned that I have more endurance than I think I do. So that's fun. That's the fun part. I've been listening to a lot of music lately. And then by the music, I usually put it in my YouTube shorts or on my reels because I'm just into music. Good morning, Christine. So yeah, I'm doing Patreon this morning. I'm going to finish up a bag. And oh, I finished up a bag yesterday and I didn't even get to show you. Hold on, wrong hair reveal. So I finished up this bag. This is a blue Cala bag. I automatically already forgot the name of it. Something with an A. to say Alistair, but I don't think that's it. I don't know. I don't know that. Hold on. I can. I know I could look it up. It's something with an A. So I haven't made this bag in a long time. I usually made it. I make it out of when I make this bag. I make it for Batman, um, and it's a very nice thing. This is the coolest thing. So she does these things where she makes you manipulate a lot of stuff with interfacing. And it's really cool. This piece right here is actually a diamond. The harder part of the diamond is on the bottom and it goes up into it. So you can it easily bends because of the Peltex or Decaville Heavy that you use. So I'm using this antique silver, brushed silver. And then it's just basic on the inside, zipper pocket, slip pocket. But like this is like the coolest thing because there's like hardly no interfacing here except right up here, and then you can feel the interfacing going through here. And I love these buttons. They say limited. Come on, focus. Limited edition. So I like that. And this is a cute bag. And I did my strap, guys. So I wanted to put something different. And it comes together relatively fast. So, and I got to use all of antique silver brush. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I love this one. This is a Cellrite. This is a Cellrite one. Oh my God, I love this one. This is like the easiest. I promise you, if you're like, I hate turn locks, this is the easiest and turn lock to install, but it's extremely expensive. I got it accidentally when I popped it in my cart and it cost like $10. I was about to send it back, but then they were like, okay, so you can send it back, but we're not paying for shipping. And by shipping it, they needed a tracking number for me to make sure that it got it. So I was like, I'm just going to keep it. And I've had it for like a year or two. So, and this is just like my little wooden tag. But yeah, it's super cute. Only thing I modified is I'm not a fan of the strap connectors, so I just did a hidden strap connector. But yeah, I like it. I had fun making that one. It comes together really fast after you cut it out, and just pay attention to how the that weird diamond piece is because you don't want it on the top. You have to have it at the bottom. She's really interesting because like every time I do her patterns, she really does hyper focus on how interfaces are, and they're always unusual shapes. So I love doing blue collar patterns because of that. She keeps you on your toes. Oh, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the bag has a phenomenal shape. I haven't made one of these in forever. The last one I made was a Batman one and it sold out at the convention so fast. And I was like, I totally forgot about this bag. So my plan is once I get off here, I already interfaced everything for um a Erica Bowler, that's try and true. Only reason I'm doing these big time Lord of the Ring is that there is like 6 members of the cast there now. So we have so many members there. I'm trying to I'm trying to see if I can get a picture with Legolas. I'm not gonna even lie. He yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I want to bloom his swing, so I'm just saying. But they have so many members of the cast that are gonna be there. It's a blue Cala bag. I don't know the name. Yes, yes. Oh my God, thank you, Nikki. What Nikki said. he, what Nikki said. Nikki got him the Aster bag from Blue Collar. Blue Collar. I was gonna make the speedwell, but I have to find my modification. The one I made, you could put a 13-inch computer in it, but I can't find it. It's somewhere up in this section. All my modifications to enlarge bags, the speedwell. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I like this one. So it was hiding behind my hair. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I'm doing today is I'm going to be sewing a little bit of before um I sew with Patreon, and we're going to finish up our really cute Pisces packs, and that's it. I wish I would have used the Peltex like she said. I did Decaville heavy, and I wish I didn't do that. I wish I would have done the Peltex because the heat it can make the vinyl like wavy. I wish I would have either did the Peltex or do um the back stiffener. I feel like the back stiffener would have been a better bet because it doesn't bend. You're just birthing it once, and you leave the hole at the bottom of the back so that way it's not that much trauma. So you learn. I should have done it. My gut told me to do it. I was like, no, 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 it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But yeah. So I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to finish off my coffee, get something to eat, and start sewing. Okay. I hope all of you guys have a really good day, and hopefully I'll see some of your faces on Shannon's live today. All right. Bye.